Well, Russia and China are making a fresh push to revive the RIC. That's Russia, India, China Trilateral Group. And that's after Russia and China backed the idea of reviving this Troika. But the question is, can India trust this outreach, especially when border tensions with China remain unresolved and with Beijing continuing to support Pakistan's anti-India activities? Let's understand in the next few minutes. First, it started with Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko, who, according to Russian news outlet, said that Moscow is negotiating with both Beijing and New Delhi to bring back the RIC format. He was quoted as saying, and I'm quoting him here, "We expect RIC to resume. These three countries are important partners and founders of BRICS. The absence of this format is inappropriate." Rudenko added that the revival would depend on relations reaching a level that allows trilateral work. And now China has backed this. Asked about these comments, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said that cooperation among Russia, India and China serves the interests of all the three countries and contributes to regional and global peace and stability. China's Lin Jian said, and I'm quoting again, "China stands ready to maintain communication with Russia and India in a bid to advance trilateral cooperation under the RIC format." In response, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs took a measured stance, describing RIC as a consultative format to discuss global and regional issues of common interest. It said any meeting would be worked out mutually. MEA spokesperson has said, and I quote here, "RIC is a consultative forum. Future meetings will be scheduled at mutual convenience," unquote. So the question right now is, why are Russia and China so keen, so eager to revive this grouping now? Well, for Moscow, India is a critical partner. It's an important partner, especially as Russia faces deep isolation from the West, and that is over its war in Ukraine. India remains one of Russia's largest oil buyers and a major arms market. Reviving the RIC ensures that Russia is not entirely dependent on China for its diplomatic heft in Asia and can also showcase its relevance as a Eurasian power broker. Which brings us to China. Here's why China needs India. For Beijing, RIC is a way to keep India engaged within an Asian framework and also as a way to perhaps counterbalance India's growing ties with the United States of America, Japan and even Australia under the Quad. Sure, as of now, China has been making overtures to normalize ties with India. Earlier this week, Indian Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar even met leaders from Russia and China on the sidelines of the SCO summit. But joint work under RIC has been stalled since 2020. First, due to COVID-19 pandemic and then because of the deadly border clash in Ladakh's Galwan Valley. And so, as far as China is concerned, India remains cautious. The question being, can New Delhi really trust Beijing at this stage? The military standoff in eastern Ladakh is yet to be resolved. Chinese troops remain deployed in forward areas, and India has repeatedly stated that normal ties with Beijing entirely depends on peace and tranquility along the line of actual control, the LAC. Add to this, China's continued support to Pakistan, including its infrastructure projects in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and the blocking of UN terror listings against anti-India terrorists. All these factors only deepens the trust deficit. So while Russia and China want India back in their Troika to rather showcase the unity and counter Western influence, India's participation will depend on how seriously China addresses New Delhi's core concerns. For now, the Troika is back on the table. The question being, can it walk the talk? That we'll have to wait and watch.